Here we are at the Zurich main station on our way to Davos for the World Economic Forum. We are so excited that we were able to receive invitations for 3 of us to attend the events. Because Kemsley Foundation organizes international events and works with educators and students on both sides of the globe, it's important to us to participate in discussions with global impact. We were also fortunate to get on the list for the invite-only Blockchain Economic Forum events. With forecasted highs of -8 degrees Celsius while we are in Davos, we weren't expecting this to be a comfortable trip, but wow, the scenery makes up for the temperature. So now we head for Davos-Dorf Station, 2.5 hours away, and the first stop is the registration office where we'll collect our badges so we can get into the secure venues. So I did it. Finally got my badge to get into the World Economic Forum. The reason I say finally is because with weather issues, we were in the airport for a full day. I got here without my luggage, won't even have my suit until tomorrow. But I'm here and I've got my badge. This is a beautiful brown greenish color because it represents that it's my first time here. But it is called a hotel badge and it'll get me into 5 of the 6 venues and it'll get me to all the meetings that we've been invited to. So I'm kind of excited about it. Let's go to the meetings. For the benefit of the former Deputy Prime Minister of Poland, I would like to say that I'm an American who believes very, very strongly in the world first. Okay. My daughter Crystal and I had just an amazing opportunity to spend maybe 15-20 minutes talking with President Rosen Plevneliev, the former president of Bulgaria. He had insights on so many topics that we found fascinating. He talked about globalization and how people from all over the world need to get along, and he emphasized one thing by quoting a Chinese proverb, which was interesting, and that was, he said that if you want to plan for 10 years, plant a tree, but if you want to plan for 100 years, then educate people. I thought that was really interesting, and because he actually had some experience in China and things, it was a wonderful time talking with him.
Hey Dad, so it's been a really long and cold day.
Yeah, it sure has, but it's been a great day, hasn't it?
Yeah, we met lots of cool people. Let's talk about a few of them.
Okay.
Let's start with the president of the place I was born.
Okay. Well, you're born in Hong Kong, and obviously it's not a country that doesn't have a president, but the chief executive of Hong Kong, Madam Carrie Lam. It was great. We both were introduced to her today by mutual friends. We had a great conversation with her about Hong Kong and China and the relationship and some stuff moving forward. Yeah, wonderful to meet Madam Lam for the first time.
Yeah, that was really interesting, and I was most excited to meet Professor Klodko, who is my favorite growth economist.
Oh yeah, and he's also the former Prime Minister of Poland, of course.
That's right, and I read his book, Wither the World, back in grad school.
What was the name of the book?
Wither the World.
Wither the World.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Great. I enjoyed speaking with him. He brought up a concept, and I thought he was going to say something that I've heard 100 times, but it turned out to be different. He was talking about, in our development processes, being inclusive rather than, and of course I assume the next word was exclusive, but it wasn't. He said be inclusive rather than extractive. That means make things work for everybody rather than just trying to pull out the thing that works best for you.
Exactly, and he mentions that a little bit in some of his writing. And another woman who talked about inclusive globalization was the head of the, I think the UNECE.
Yeah, the UNECE, the United Nations Economic Council for Europe. That was Madam Olga Algairova.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got it right because she corrected me one time. And it was really interesting speaking with her. She always was talking about people first. That means in all development projects that they do, they have the concept of people first. And I asked her about how the private sector can get involved in what they're doing. And she said the best way was through PPPs. That's private-public partnerships. And she gave me some examples. And I realized we had done similar type things with the Kemsley Foundation, but it gave me some more clear picture about moving forward things we can do.
Yeah, Kemsley Foundation, we joined Tsinghua University's collaboration for Chinese and American high school principals.
Oh yeah, in Cambridge just in October last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Massachusetts.
Yeah, and in fact, you brought up Tsinghua University. It was really exciting that Tsinghua University president, Mr. Chiu, was at the meeting and he spoke, and he talked about an alliance of top universities, Yale, Harvard, Tsinghua, it was 4 or 5, I believe, universities who are getting together on green energy, and what in particular? On collaborating and in teaching and in helping to produce scientists so that the research will be something global and not just separate thing that's happening in various places. And I just thought that was really, really exciting. I've met many people at Tsinghua University. I'm a fan, but to hear this from President Chiu was really good for me.
Yeah, we met lots of fun people today.
Yeah, it's been great.
We're back in Zurich, and what an amazing few days it's been.
Great thinkers from around the world came together to try and solve some of the world's biggest challenges, like climate change, the refugee crisis, and the global economy. And a common theme throughout these past few days was about nations working together to solve world problems.
And personally, it's been a great experience for me to witness some of this firsthand while I was here.